Hello, fellow citizens. Model Citizen here to talk about the Anvil Hurricane. This ship you're not able to purchase this ship at the moment at the store, but you get it as a loaner when you get the Ares Inferno or the Ion. So you get this ship plus the Super Hornet. I assume that when the Ares comes out, you're going to keep the Super Hornet for Arena Commander, as is customary to give people that buy medium and large ships fighter. But I'm pretty sure the Hurricane will be gone, which is a big shame because I've learned to love this ship. Ship that at first I didn't have a lot of hope for. Didn't seem like anything I want to keep around, especially after the air show. But this ship, after having it as a loaner, has changed my mind. It's a beautiful ship. It has a humongous turret on the top, sporting four size 3 hardpoints that you can change around and put whatever weapons you want. I went with the GT 220 Mantis and the top and two GT 220s in the front. The front has two size 4 hardpoints, gimbal down to 3. You can take the gimbals out if you prefer to do so. I'd recommend against it. The ship does better with gimbals in the front, considering that you're going to be finding some fast moving ships, and that's going to be a problem. I'd like to thank two fellow citizens for this test, Real Morningstar and Penumbra Rate. I appreciate your testing with me and flying and turreting the ship, and you made this video possible. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're gonna move into the first topic, which is how usually turreted ships, they feel lackluster when you get on the back. It doesn't feel like you're doing much of anything back there. You just like it's kind of like feels like when you have a little brother and you hand him a Nintendo controller and you tell him here play, and then the controller's not even plugged into the Nintendo. Yes, I'm old. Nintendo, yeah. So like, oh, they feel they're playing, but they're not. But deep inside, they know they're not helping at all. So that's how you feel usually when you're in a turret ship. The turrets either have poor visibility or they have poor weapons. You feel like you're shooting pebbles at the enemy. But this ship, it's pretty good. It has, like I said, really good weaponry. It has two size 1 shields, one size 1 power supply, and it has a small jump model, a small quantum drive. Although it has all the small components, it is listed as a medium ship, or even yes, a medium fighter. The biggest issue this ship has at the moment it's its power, its power generator. It doesn't seem to be enough for the type of ship this is. It comes equipped with a subpar out of factory power supply that you can change, which I did swap for a Starheart, which it did improve quite a bit. I mean, it's the best power supply you can get. Power plant, I keep saying power supply, power plant. But it's still like it's not enough to bring enough juice to the systems. So our ship kept turning off as soon as our shield started taking damage. So it definitely is definitely an issue as far as the power supply. So the pilot has to keep moving the distribution around. So when you get to the fight, you take the power away from the shields and drive it into the turrets. And that's how we're able to do it without the ship turning off. And because that's actually how we got destroyed once. It's when our power went out and we had to like restart the ship like 5 times. And eventually I turned off the power and we're able to get back to the station to repair. Actually, when my hat died, actually, I don't remember. But it was bad. So my recommendation is that you either put 2 webs as the shields to reduce the power consumption, or you leave the all stops, sorry, but reduce the power driven to those when you have a passenger or a turreteer, a gunner. Because if you don't, you're going to be running out of power, as shown in the picture. This is terribly designed. I don't even know why they will only put 1 power generator on it. But if you do reduce the shields, it's pretty much drivable. But don't let this stop you from buying the ship or using it. It is a great ship. It's the most fun I ever had flying with someone else. including the Andromedas, I mean, Hammerheads. I've been in a lot of different ships. We had a lot of fun. It was a total pleasure to be on the turret on this ship. So we were bringing down caterpillars, uh, Cutlass Blacks in seconds. Buccaneers. The caterpillars took about 30 seconds on combined fire to bring down before giving us a very satisfying explosion. So yes, I mean it's a money. I mean you can, instead of buying two ships, I mean instead of flying two ships to do bounties or missions, you can do a two up on this ship, and it's like having a freelancer attached to the top of a Hornet. That's the best I can explain this. It's my configuration is as shows. I have two 220s on the front, four 220s on the top on the turret. I have ignites as missiles, Starheart power plant. I have two Echo Flows and a Foxfire as a quantum trouble. You can also change it for an all stop if you want some extra shields. If you do this, however, do know that you're gonna have to be playing around with the power distribution as you fly. This has to be done with the pilot, by the pilot, since the turreteer cannot control the power other than the overclocking of his own turret. So yeah, and well, yeah. So give it a shot. The ship does turn like a Vanguard and like a Super Hornet. The hull does seem to be a little weak compared to other ships, with only half of the half points of a Super Hornet at 5,536 versus a 10,000 of the Super Hornet, 25,000 of the Warden, and 10,000 of a Saber. So imagine it. Saber has three shields and has double the hit points, while the Hurricane has only 5,000. It is disappointing that they make the shield so fragile, but it's by design. I guess to try to balance out how much power comes out of the ship. If the ship had as much armor as a Vanguard, it will probably be unstoppable. But it does seem to be right around the same HP as a Stalker, with 6,000, maybe 500 less, way less than a Freelancer, 19,200. The ship, it's a little fragile. It does fly pretty fast in a straight line at 1232, and it does turn pretty much like a Warden or a Super Hornet. So it's not going to fly exactly like a Freelancer, like floating all over the place, sliding, but it is not going to be as nimble as a Saber, a Stalker, or even or especially an Arrow. Correct. So keep that in mind. But again, this is a very fun ship to have two people with. Fire should be more than enough to keep everybody away, especially on PvE. The crew, the price for this ship is $195, but it is not a it's not a ship you can buy right now in the store. You have to get it as a loaner, which I totally recommend, to get the other ship and just get this for a while and give it a try. We don't know how long it's going to be before the other ship comes out, so I mean, might as well enjoy it. All right. If you like this video and you'd like to see more, give me a like and a subscribe and hit the bell button. If you did not like my video, I would love to hear why and how can I improve. I'll see you all in my next video.